Hey, good morning everyone. So today we are the reporter. So before we start our discussion, of course, mag-pray tayo. Sino yung makalo? So again, good morning everyone. I am Jonathan X. Gonzalez. So today we will be discussing the chapter 2, which is the Kikiki and the criteria ng Katipunan. So before we formally start our discussion, iayaan mo icebreaker na i-prepare. So when I say up, you need to stand up. So when I say down, you need to sit down. So pero para yung i-twist, pag maglang ako na up, you need to sit down. Pag maglang ako na down, you need to sit up. So ang ang last na makita na ako is pangutan na ako na about sa mo report. So expected na sa siguro is kayo mo yung activity kabalot na siguro kung na mo report. Okay? The Kikiki and the criteria ng Katipunan. So the intended learning outcomes. The students are expected to explain the meaning of the Kikiki and the criteria ng Katipunan, to be able to know the author and also to be familiarized the 14th Katipunan Code of Conduct. So what we mean by the Kikiki acronym? The Kikiki, it means the kataas-taasan, kagalang-galangang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan o ang tinatawag natin katipunan. It is arguably the most important organization formed in the Philippine history. So, ang katipunan daw is isa ka group na i-form during our late na mga history. So, the Kikiki also is inisa na organization ang reason why we have a freedom, why we have independent. Iba kay diba sa una, we have independent because of the may partnership pa kita sa lain ng mga country, which is specific nga na topic is ang Spanish or ang Spaniards. So, what are the aims of the Katipunan? So, ang pagtatag ng Katipunan daw is hindi lamang isang simpleng dahilan o kung hindi mayroon itong espesipikong dahilan. At ito ay nakahati sa tatlo. Number 1, it is civic, was based on the principle of self-help and the defense of the weak and the poor. So, dito sa civic, nakabalog dito kung na self-help. So, kaya natin ipagtanggol ang ato kaugalingon. So, dili kita masugot na huwag tayong papayag na abusuhan lang kita ng lain na mga country, which is ang mga Spaniards. Kaya di ba sa una sa kita nato ang mga Spaniards is through partnership kanila is murag way ako freedom na makakuha ng kanato independence, own independence because yaka-depend lang kita sa kanila. Yaka-benefit sa kanila mga gustuhin mo. Kung naman swerte kita ko man na generation is yaw niya ako independence. So the second is the political. Was the separation of the Philippines from Spain to secure independence of the colony. So, ang pinaka-goal naman ng political is the separation of the Philippines from Spain. So, gusto ng mga Katipunero na ma-separate ang Philippines sa Spain. Because of para lagi makahimo kita ng own natin ng mga batas, own natin na pagbuot, dili ho yung katipindi lang kita sa mga gusto ni Rad. Next is moral. And focus on the teaching of good manners, hygiene, and good moral character. So, ang ngayon naman sa moral is gikuan nila ang pagtuturo ng mabuting asal, proper hygiene, pagkakaroon ng moral character. So layunin nito na layunin ng mga katipunero sa una na gawin tayong mabuting mamamayan. Para sa pag-ubok ng kaliyahan is dili kita ano pa yung tawag yun sa English or sa Tagalog, dili kita matapak-tapakan ng lain na country, specifically the Spaniards or the Spanish country. Next is, so after discussing the aims of Katipunan, so uno ba agad ang aim ng inyong organization? Up! Okay. Up! Down! Down! Up! Up! Okay. Now, we proceed. The organization envisions to achieve the following. Down! Down, and down and up. So, sa end lang na sa. So, mapili ka na ako kung sino yung ako pangatan-on. So, Miss plus Joanne. So, after the discussion, uno ba din ang tumong, uno ba din ang aim, uno din ang pinaka-principal aim ng inyong organization, why nasa gitukod ini, nasa gimugna, uno ba din ang gusto nila ma-achieve, uno gusto na ma-achieve ng mga katipunero sa una, nasa kinahangin ko sa inyong organization.
Aim nila is magkaroon ng freedom for all Filipinos.
Very good. Thank you. Okay, nasa baya gitatag ang ini na organization or the KKK. It is this organization's invention to achieve the following. The first is a united Filipino nation that would revolt against the Spaniards. So, first tumong is the unity of the nation. So, of course, if dili kita magka-unite as a nation, so uni ato, dili successful na nato fight para ma-separate kita sa lain ng country. Dili useless na gyapon na nato pag-fight na nato karapatan kung kita mismo ng mga Pilipino is wala magka-isa or wala magka-unite. So the second is the total independence of the country. So nasa, because we really need the separation for our country. So kinahanglan tagay mas-separate sa country ng Spain in order to make law, in order to make own law, in order para makamakahin kita ng own natin ng mga batas. So, next is, the previous armed revolt had already occurred before the foundation of Katipunan, but none of them envisioned a unified Filipino nation revolting against the colonizers. So, may pasagot yun. So, sa unang puno, hamog gitukod, hamog gimugna, hamog puno gawars, hamog gahimagsikan, pero wala nila i-aim ang pagka-unity ng Pilipino. Yakuan lang sila, ibalik. Example, ako. Yakuan lang ako, gusto ko lang mag-himagsikan, gusto ko lamang mag-colonize, gusto ko lamang mag-revolution, gusto ko lang magtukod ng revolution for my own sake. Diri sa ikadayaw ng ato country. Diri ang murag selfish ko lang ba, murag himo mo lang ini, dimugna mo lang ini for your own good. Diri sa for the own good of everybody. So, example, kaya na. Like for example, Diego Silang was known as an Ilocano who took up his arms, led one of the longest running revolts in the country. His locality referred to him as Elvi de Ilocos, or what we call, or gitawag yaan na the King of Ilocos. So, amoy kong gilaon ko, na one of the examples, so Si Diego Silang was known as the Iloco. So, si Diego Silang po sa una is, nanigyan mo ni Diego Silang. She fight, or she fought, she conduct a revolution or himagsikan. Pero, nagkuhan lang siya sa iya region, which is the independence of his region, which is the Ilocos, or the mga poor Ilocanos lamang, dilihaw sa whole country. Himo lang yan ng mga, gatatag lamang yan ng revolution para sa iya region, which is kung hain siya gagikan, dili sa entire country or the Philippines. Nakasabot ba mo?
Yes.
So the next is the propaganda movements led by the Ilustrados. So inipuno sila ng mga Ilustrados like Marcelo H. de Pilar, Graciano Lopez Haina, and Jose Rizal did not mention total separation of the Philippines from the Spain, but only demanded equal rights, representation, and protection rather, from the abuses prior. So, these Ilustrados like Marcelo, Graciano, Jose Rizal, wala sila ga-aim na dapat ang Philippines is ma-separate sa Spain. Rather, bisan wala nila nito ga-aim, the demand for equal rights, representation, and protection from abuses prior. So, bisan wala sila ga-aim ng ili ng mga Ilustrados, bisan wala sila ga-aim na kinahanglan magawas o kinahanglan we need to separate from Spain kay murag gaya ka depende lang ka sa ila. Pero wala nila ito gi-envision, wala nila gi-vision na ma-separate sa Spain. Rather, gidemand nila ang equal rights, representation, and protection from all the Filipinos. So, next is, what was the most important document of the Katipunan? So, the important document of Katipunan, it was the Kartilya ng Katipunan. The original title of the document was Mga Aral ng Katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. Or in English translation, the lessons of the organizations of the sons of country. Balikan ko lamang ini. So before pabayaan nila organization which nakatipunan is ngayon na ba sila sa una nang yun ba yung mga propaganda, yun ba yung mga organization sa una ng Mindanao. Pero di lang out sa PDP na ang aim is freedom of independence para sa whole Philippines. And sila is for their kuan lamang, for their own good lang siguro, or fight lang sila ng diri sa entire Philippines but for their own good. So kasi nakita sa the original title of the document of the Kartilya ng Katipunan. So may ang important document of Katipunan, so yan sa libro. So sino kaya si Emilio Jacinto? Emilio Jacinto, he wrote Kartilya ng Katipunan. He was only 18 years old when he joined the movement. Imagine, 18 years old pa siya, minapil na siya sa organization or sa movement. So grabe pa siya kabata to have courage na mapil na sa organization. So yung idea, gusto niya yung tumong na sa minapil siya. So yung idea vision na para sa Philippines. He was a law student at the Universidad de Santo Tomas. And also, he became the secretary of the organization. On April 15, 1897, Bonifacio appointed Jacinto as the commander of the Katipunan in the northern Luzon when he was 22 years old. He died of the malaria at a young age of 24 in town of Magdalena. So, 205 years, yapan siya, yapatay na siya. So, 2 years na siya, pagkuhan sa iya, ano pa? pagkuhan sa iya na asa kuman gamit sa iya patay to 2 years na iya gid. Batay pa siya ka join sa organization mo. Batay na sa iyo dahil sa patay. So ano yan ito? So si Andres Bonifacio Baya is siyempre si Andres Bonifacio yung sa PPT. Pero basahon na lang mo yung kay walang makit sa Manila paper. So si Andres Bonifacio is gamug na isab sila ng Decalogue. But when he read and see the Cartilla ng Katipunan of Emilio Jacinto, nag-analyze siya o gipuri niya sa Emilio Jacinto ng ay, pa-bright ini na bata, which is yoy bisan grabe na siya ka kuan, powerful, or grabe na siya ka kuan, kay hero good siya. So kuan na siya yung humble gyapon sila ay, pa-bright na Jacinto kay in the young age, yakakuan sila, yaka-create siya ng ingani, which is nakatipunan na murag mas gayaw pang idea kaysa kanang grabe kay humble si Bonifacio na maglang siya na ay pabait kay si Emilio Jacinto. Kay, di ba malaki sa guys siya na bait kay si Emilio kay imagine 18 years old sa una ako siguro kaya ako kasaydanan. Pero siya side na siya uning iya vision, uning iya gusto ipaabot, uning iya gusto ipatupad sa Pilipinas. So, grabe na siya pa. Right. Next is the code of the 14th Code of Conduct. Okay, now let's proceed to the 14th Cartilla ng Katipunan Code of Conduct. So the rules of the Code of Conduct stated in the Cartilla can be classified into two. So the first group, which is the 1 to 7, contains the rules that will make the member upright and individual. That means it talks about your character development. While the second group, which is the 8 to 14, it contains the rules that will guide the way you treated his fellow men or conduct towards other people. So that means it's more how you treat your fellow human beings. So the first rules of Cartilla ng Katipunan is
The life that is not concentrated in the lofty and reasonable purpose is a free without a shade of poisonous pleasure. This statement means that a life without a lofty and reasonable purpose is like a tree without a shade. It is a useless and cannot provide benefit to others. It also like a poisonous tree that can harm the trees around it. In short, a life without a purpose is worthless and harmful. Number 2, to do good for personal gain and not for its own sake is not a virtue. Doing good not because it's good in itself, but because you did something from it cannot be called valor or virtue. Virtue can be called goodness of conduct. So if you do something good just to show off or to get a reward, that act is not a true act of sincerity. Number 3. It is rational to be charitable and love one's fellow creatures and not adjust one's conduct, acts and words to what is in self-esteem. Being compassionate and loving your fellow man is a reasonable thing to do. You don't need to wait for a reason to do this. Helping and loving others is a natural and good human trait. We should adjust our behavior, actions, and words must be aligned with what is right. Your actions should reflect your wisdom and fairness and not your personal desires or emotions. Number 4. Whether our skin is black or white, we are We are all born equal. Superiority in knowledge, wealth, and beauty are to be understood but not priority by nature. This role means that all of us, regardless of our skin color, are born equal. Our humanity is the same and no one is superior to others just because of skin color. Even though there are people who are superior in knowledge, wealth, beauty, it is normal to have a differences in ability or lack of life.
So the rule number 4. So the rule number 4, it highlights the equality. So every katipunero should be treated as equally no matter what race or educational background he is. So even the society is even divided in society in different group. We should learn to not judge. We should learn to dili kita mag-judge. So even maglaong ka na puti ako or itong ka or puti ka mo tanan, dili ko makalaong na mas taas ako sa imo kay tungod sa imo lang color or sa imo ka physical appearance.
The honorable man prefers honor to personal gain, the scoundrel gains to honor. Signifies the big differences between two types of people, the honorable and the scoundrel. The honorable person chooses honor over personal gain. For them, more important is their good name. Their good name, their integrity, and doing the right thing, even if they don't get any benefit from it.
So, nanisab sa the rule number 5, guys, is it shows what honor should mean for a katipunero. Ang laungan ni a true katipunero daw values honor more than personal interest. So, ngani gi-state na mas ginavalue ang para sa kapakanan ng tanan kaysa sa para sa kanang pagkaugaling ng lahat. So next rule is rule number 6.
The honorable man whose word is safe.
Man's word is success. So,
The honorable person, their words have great value and importance. Their promise or what they say are not simple matters. They are things that we must fulfill and stand by. Their word is a sacred vow that we cannot take lightly or break. This shows their honesty and loyalty.
sa rule number 6, guys, it is all about being a man of his word. So because of katipunero daw sa una, is his sense of shame must be a man of his word. So dapat sa kita kung yung mga storya na ato buhian. So kung maglaong kita diri sa iba na ayaw yung mga storya na dili tumanon. So dapat magkuhan kita ng kung yung istorya dapat tumanon nato, which is amo ang state sa number 6. Dili kita magstorya ako kumana amo ini tapos at the end of the day dili baya tumanon. How sa imo? Rule number 7.
Rule number 7. Do not waste time. Wealth can be recovered but not time. This rule means we should value our time and not waste it on things that are useless. Time is different from wealth or money. If you lose your money, you can still earn it back. But if an hour or a day of your life is lost, it will never come back. Therefore, we must use our time in a right and meaningful way.
Rule number 7. So the rule number 7, it gives importance to time. So because sa una daw, sa mga katipunero, time, katipunan must give an importance to time. So for the katipunero daw sa una, so kung mawala daw ang time, mabalik pa ba din ang time? So, mamaya lang this date sa rule number 7.
Rule number 8. defend the oppressor before the law or in the jail. This role means we should protect people who are helpless or the oppressed. We should not abandon them when they are in trouble.
Rule number 8. Defend the oppressed. So, rule number 8 is all about fighting for what is right. So, because ang katipunero daw sa una, must protect the weak and fight those who oppress through the weak. So, kailangan i-defend the oppressor, kailangan kayo i-defend nato sino itong mga feeling nato mahina or weak ka or waray courage nila ipaglaban ng ila kaugalingon sa iba. That is the rule number 8.
Rule number 9. The prudent man is sparing in words and faithful in keeping secrets. The prudent person, someone who is the prudent person does not waste words. They are also trustworthy in keeping secrets. If you entrust them with confidential information, they will not reveal. They will not reveal it or gossip to others. This shows their loyalty and wisdom.
Number
9.
Rule number 9, it highlights the importance of trust. So, ang katipunero, careful with what he says. Ang katipunero keeps the things must be kept. So, ngayon sa rule number 9, so dapat, kung ano yung istorya sa imo na which is important or secret na dapat din nato chika sa lain. Bisan, ano pa itong ano pa kita ka-marites, hindi natin chika. So dapat, kasayod ka, keep ng imo word or keep ng secret ng uban. Rule number 10.
Rule number 10. On the thorny path of life, man is the guide of woman and the children, and if the guide leads the crucifies, those whom he guides will also go there. The man has a great responsibility to guide his family and the right path. The turning path of life describes the difficulties and challenges of life. If the man who is the guide goes down a wrong or bad path, his family will surely follow him to destruction. The man must lead with goodness and proper conduct because his decision affects not only himself but his entire family.
So number 10 rule, it highlights it is all being able to lead a family. So ang katipunero daw must lead his family to the right path because if the leader is consume or if the leader is maghimo ng evil, if the leader does evil things, of course the follower will follow. So, since sa family nato is, ang father din ang dapat mag-lead ng family. So, kung yaw ay iyahimuon ng mga mali or evil things, of course, ang sabang tularan ng mga kanan mga follower, which is the mga children na or mga. Rule number 11.
Rule number 11. You must not look upon woman as a mere plaything, but as a faithful companion who will share with they that will not please. This rule means we should respect woman. They should not be seen as object or plaything to be used and discarded. The correct way to view a woman is a companion in life. She is a loyal partner who will be with you through challenges and difficulties. Her physical weakness is not a hindrance, but a reason for you to protect and care for her more. This also reminds of our mother by respecting all women who are showing your respect and gratitude to the woman who gave birth to and raised you.
So the next rule is rule number 11. It is all about woman. Ang katipunan must give importance to a woman. He must not see her as an object or a plaything. So, dili dapat nato makita ang mga babae as kuan lamang duwaan or kuan Sabi of plating. And that whatever a katipunan sees a woman, he will remember a mother who nurtured him. So every time ang mga laki, if duwaan din sa term na duwaan. If mo nila ang babae na maragaragarag na or duwaan ng lamang, of course, always remember na ang imong mother is babae. So una-unahan na lamang is ang nurture sa imo, kapag ako sa imo, is your mama, ang imong mama, which is babae ka. So dapat, ang mga boys, hindi dapat mag-basuhan sa mga babae. Next.
Rule number 12.
Wow.
When these roles of conduct shall be known to all, the long-for sun of liberty shall rise brilliant over this most unhappy portion of the globe, and its race shall diffuse everlasting joy among the confederated brethren of the same race. Lives of those who have gone before the fatigues and the well-paid sufferings will remain. If he who desires to enter has informed himself of all this and believe he will be able to perform what will be his duties, he may fill out the application for admission.
Wow. Number 12. Ay, number 12. Ikaw po what ini? Number 12, dahil ikaw number 12. No? Ano tayo?
Rule number 12. What does not desire done unto the wife, children, brothers, and sisters, that do not unto wife, children, brothers, and sisters of their neighbors. So kung dili ka gusto nga buhaton sa laing taong sa imong pamilya, dili ka gusto masaktan sa imong pamilya, dili mo buhaton sa uban para dili mo uban. So, rule number 13. Man is not worth more because he is a king, because his noise is aquiline and his color white, not because he is a priest, a servant of good, nor because of the high prerogative that he enjoys upon earth, but he is worth more. Who is a man of proven and real value, who does good, keeps his words, is worthy and honest. He who does not oppress nor consent to being oppressed, he who loves and cherishes his fatherland, though he be born in the wilderness and known no tongue but his own. Yeah. Roll number 14. 30. When these rolls of the tongue shall be known. This roll number 14 means we should protect people These roles describe the aspiration and purpose of the Katipunan. In this first part, it states that with all the roles of the Cartilia are understood and followed by everyone, true freedom and happiness will arise.
So the 14th rule or the last rule, it shows a glimpse of what an author desired. So, and it shows the sense of hopefulness to the motherland and that sacrifice we made is not for nothing at all. So, ini na rule is amoy na ang i-desire ng author, which is ang gagawin sa move na ini na code of conduct or ng 14th rule of conduct. Amoy na ang ang last rule which is ang mga iya pag-desire sa inyo. Guys, nandito yung mga content.
Analysis of the criteria ng katipunan. Kayo lahat na lang yung magbasa nito. Sabay na lang kayo.
Paminaw mo, kita ko na ng bata.
Everyone! Uy!
Kita ko na tanan niya pabasa.
Kayo lahat magbasa.
As a document written for
The
a
very whose main purpose is the virtue of colonial regime.
We can explain the content and
and
provisions of the
criteria
criteria
as reaction and response to certain value systems that they found capable in the present state of things that they struggle against with.
For example,
Ang bilang isang commission daw, ang layunin ng dapat ito yung katulad katulad ng report natin kanina kay Miss Rose Jean. Ito yung mga roles na mga example. Kaya lahat nasa dito. Hindi na natin to kailangan kasi na parang naintindihan natin to lahat. Kasi katulad na sinabi ni Ate yung kanina sa kanyang report na kagaya rin ito sa mga katulad natin sa mga kababaihan na dapat respetuhin natin yung mga kababaihan, mga laki. At ito yung mga yung salita na sinabi ni Ate, hindi na kailangan natin i-explain ito kasi
for example,
example na lang. Example, kayo lahat. Ano ba yun?
the fourth and the 13th rows in the criteria are
The inherent equality between
and among men regardless of race, occupation, or status. Moreover, God has analyzed the values of the document as a systematic
Ang example sa halimbawa, pakita ka article
Ito bang dapat eh?
likas na pagkakapantay-pantay sa pagitan at sa mga kalalakihan anuman ang lahi, hanap buhay at katayuan. Yan yung mga halimbawa ng analysis on the criteria ng katipunan. Ay, katulad daw ka sa Jacinto?
Jacinto.
Oh, Jacinto na eh. Mismo, at iyak na naunawaan ang mga pagsuba. Halimbawa, ulit-ulit na didinlayin ng ibang profession sa kriteria ang kahalagahan ng karangalan sa salita at kilos. Ito yung mga halimbawa.
Tanong ko na ito. Video mo. Sa video mo.
Bukas na hindi pa ako ginuko.
Ito na lang.
Same pa ko
In the contemporary eyes, the component emphasized because information. However, one must not forget the context where the organization was birthed. Not even in Europe or in the whole of the West at that junction recognized the problem of gender inequality. Because we see the contemporary eyes, state of the convention.
Tubanggan. Smile.
The value system ngayon. And if you know the context of this, then we will understand the purpose of this. Then we will understand the purpose of this and the criteria.
Round 1.
And then it can be argued that Katipunan's recognition of women as important partners in the struggle as effectiveness just in material but also in the recognitional structure of the fraternity where a women's unit was established is an endeavor in advance for its time. So kung sa una ka, wala na gender equality kay murag murag given na ni sa ila na wala gender equality sa una kay nakabalo sila na gayati jud ang mag-guide sa pamilya. Gayati jud ang mag-guide sa pamilya tapos sa tanan mo na sa so aside from Rizal, long letter to the women of Manalos, losing effort by the cosmopolitan propaganda movement was achieved until the movement's eventual disintegration in the latter part of the 1890s. So we can say that the Katipunan, they are fighting for the total independence of the Philippines and propaganda movement. Founded by Del Pilar and as a result, they are fighting for equality in the Spanish, that the Katipunan recognized the importance of the woman. Aside from this, the cartelia was instructed not just of the Katipunan's conduct toward other people, but also for the members' development as individuals in their own right. Both are essential to the success and fulfillment of the Katipunan's ideas. So diba, the cartelia was divided into two groups of roles, and first group 1 to 7 talks about the character development to be a pride individual, and second is the conduct towards other people. So generally speaking, the roles of this cartelia can classified as leaders directed to how one should treat his neighbor or how one should develop and conduct areas skills, and both are the steps of fulfillment of the Katipunans. Like for example, the cartelia teaching on honoring one's word and not wasting time are teaching directly towards self-development, with the roles in treating the neighbors, wife, children, and brothers. The way that you want yours to be treated is an instruction on how the Katipunero should treat and regard their neighbors. All in all, proper reading of Bertolia will reveal a more understanding of the Katipunan and the significant role that it played in the revolution and the unfolding of the Philippines history as we know it. So, you know what, if you wanted to become a Katipunero, sa una, you need to gentleman. Kanang kaysa unang parang kita na Katipunero kanang gentleman jud ka. Kanang dapat kailangan kayo na tawag kong Katipunero, Katipunero. Ikaw jud ang gentleman jud ka ba? Mga ito.